We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Download the Intuit Credit Karma app and start achieving your money goals today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of When Reality Hits with Brittany Cartwright. That's me. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Happy Friday. I have had such a fun week. There's been the iHeartRadio Awards, and I went to a Showpo event for Rachel, and, just had a couple really fun things going on. Some time with Cruz Park and just different things like that. We like to swim every day, so it's been a great week. And, but right now, Cruz and I are both feeling a little bit under the weather. So I'm going to do a solo pod today because I didn't want to risk getting anybody else sick. Cruz is finally starting to feel better, but he got me a little bit sick now. So if my voice sounds off or if I cough here and there, that's why. But we are feeling better, and Cruz especially is starting to feel better. But yes, the iHeartRadio Awards were so fun. I love getting dressed up. I wore this latex type dress that was maroon. I did a monochromatic lip and had that wet hair, that Kim K wet hair. So I loved it. I thought it was a great time and I loved my look. I took Janet with me as my date and we had so much fun. Michelle was also there announcing her new podcast. I'm so happy for her. But yeah, it was just such a good time. And I got to see Ariana and her boyfriend, Dan. And it's been so long since I had seen Ariana. So it was just so good to see her. She seemed so happy. They were so happy together. And I'm just so excited for her. I missed her. So it was so good to see her. We all went to dinner afterwards and had pigs in the blanket and deviled eggs and all kinds of stuff that I love. So it was a great dinner afterwards as well. But during the show, it was awesome to see Mariah Carey, LL Cool J, Nelly and Ashanti. Those were my favorites because the 90s, early 2000s, hip hop, R&B, rap, that's my favorite. If you're ever with me riding in the car, I'm going to put on 3LW radio on Pandora, TLC radio, Lil Wayne radio, Mariah Carey radio. So it was really great to see all of them. And we just had so much fun. Billie Eilish was cool to see as well. She's so talented. But yeah, it's so cool to be at those events. We were sitting next to a bunch of our Bachelor friends. I saw Charity Lawson and Serena and Joe. And of course, I've been on vacations with Charity and Serena. We've gone to Cabo, we've gone to the Bahamas and did all kinds of other stuff. So it was just a fun night. It was mine and Janet's mom's night out. And every now and then, moms need a night out to get glammed up, feel good about themselves, and just get out there. Janet kept saying she was trying to be my wingman, so we were looking around for any eligible bachelors, but we didn't find any that night. But we just had so much fun. And I'm always down for somebody trying to be my wingman because mama's got to get out there. I feel like I'm such a homebody, even though people don't think that I am. So it's been a lot going on in my life recently, as we all know, but this week was really fun and I just am so happy. It was such a good time. We also, like I said, I went to that Showpo event for Rachel. That was a lot of fun as well. Got to get dressed up again and getting these little dresses and stuff that they sent us. And it was a beautiful time and a beautiful night. Didn't get to stay very long because I started not feeling well. Cruz got sick first and then I started getting it afterwards. The kids always bring home the sickness from preschool. I feel like that is all moms in the world know what I'm saying whenever I talk about how the kids bring home all the germs to you in your household. But again, he's on the mend and feeling better. So I took I asked some questions on my Instagram at Brittany, and you guys sent in some really good ones. So thank you. So we're going to do a little Q&A so that I can answer some questions from you guys and you guys can get to know me a little bit better, even though I feel like I'm an open book. But here we go. This is from Sculpted by Megan, and Sculpted by Megan is my friend Megan from Kentucky, and we were friends. She worked with me at Hooters for a very long time, and then she ended up moving to LA before I even did. She's a personal trainer. She was my personal trainer for a long time before she moved back towards the house. I think she moved to Nashville first. The house, I call the house Kentucky. She moved to Nashville first, but oh gosh, I miss her here. Having a trainer is so great. She held me accountable so many times, and I just wish that she was here because I need her. She says, what advice would you give someone moving from a small town to Los Angeles? Because we both did that. My best advice would be put yourself out there. Go have fun. It'll be easier to meet new friends than you think it will be. There are so many people in LA, so many different types of people, so many different things to do. It really is amazing to see how everybody comes together. I was very lucky that I had met Jax and Katie and Sheena and all them in Vegas before I ever moved, and they were all like very nice to me. But I've also met so many other friends along the way. Just, stay positive. That's always my best advice. Stay positive. But yeah, put yourself out there. Go have fun. If you're moving from a small town, there will be a lot of things that are different. Like, it drove me crazy driving because LA traffic is insane. I still don't like driving here. But I noticed, like, people won't let you over. People don't use their blinkers ever. They don't, like, wave at you. I'm used to somebody, like, waving at you, like, thanks, if you let them over or, do something nice on the road or whatever. That don't happen here. So that was, like, a big change for me whenever I first moved here. And it's so funny. Yeah, I'm just used to like driving down the road and seeing people on their tractors on the side of the road and like smiling and waving at you, Another weird thing that was different was like when you're standing like in a grocery line or you're in an elevator, like nobody really talks to each other. So, if you're new, start the conversations. I've been in a line so many times where nobody was saying anything, and I'll just like say something and start a random conversation with somebody. And that's like what you have to do because, like I said, a lot of times people don't talk to each other. So really just like start conversations and put yourself out there and you'll be just fine. There are so much different things that you can do here. And it is a really, really fun place to live. This is from Alyssa.Noel. After being in such a long relationship with a narcissist, how does it feel to not be? It feels good. It feels really good. It feels like, a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and that is amazing. Definitely is going to help me look for things if I ever decide to start fully dating again. I'm going to notice all the red flags like right away. But yeah, it definitely feels a lot better. It feels a lot more peaceful in my home, and that is good. I think that there are so many people with narcissistic behaviors out there, and it can be hard to deal with. If you've been with somebody like that before, you know exactly what I mean. So yeah, it just feels a lot more peaceful in my house, and I really enjoy that. This is from Jen Reddy. How do you stay so positive for your son amidst divorce? Going through it too. My son is 3. I just feel like I try to, I'm always saying, stay positive, stay positive, stay positive. And that's really what I try to do is stay positive. I know like every day I don't feel happy. There's a lot of times where I'm going through it and, I still get down from time to time, but I try to focus on the good things in my life. Like, of course, my son is my driving force no matter what. But I also feel like, I just try to focus on what I'm grateful for. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going through a hard time, but like I have my house back. I have my beautiful son. I have a car. I have food on the table. I have a house over my head. I have wonderful family, wonderful friends. So honestly, just try to focus on what really makes you happy instead of what you have lost, because over time, I'm saying we because, there's still up and downs with me, but over time, we're going to feel so much better, and be so happy with our decisions and look back and be like, how was I ever in that relationship for that long? Or how did I ever stay for that long? Or gosh, what took me so long to leave, and then you're going to realize how much better off you are. So just focus on everything that you have going in your life and you will be okay. You got this. This is from Tracy C 85. How did you manage to lose the weight after your baby? You look amazing and so confident. Well, thank you, because I don't always feel it. I feel like I'm still working on it, honestly. Like I've always been like fluctuating. Like I'll get real skinny and then I'll gain weight and then I'll get skinny and then I'll gain weight. It's just like an up and down roller coaster for me that I'm trying to figure out. But after I had Cruz, like I did Jenny Craig for a long time. That really actually did work for me. This is not an ad. Like I was like hardcore on that, and that program really helped me stay on track. But also like working out, I would get into working out a lot. Like I said, my trainer Megan, she was amazing. She helped me so much. Now I'm trying to like run and really get back into the gym. And, I think confidence also comes within, and I feel a lot more confident now that I'm single than I did over the past couple of years. If you notice, like on the Valley, like season 1, I had just lost a lot of my sparkle, and I'm finally getting that sparkle back. So, just stay motivated and, running, or even just like walking on an incline and then jogging for a little bit, doing like intermittent fasting. I think that's what it's called. That really helped me as well. So, there's been a lot of different things that I have tried, but I think also staying in the gym helps a lot with your mental health. Running is like really good for me. Watch an episode on TV that's like 30, 45 minutes and run, walk, jog that whole entire time. Do a couple of squats, there's some things that you can do to get yourself going, and then you'll figure out what works best for you. But I definitely do feel a lot more confident. So thank you for saying that. This is from Lore_Elliot. Are you dating? If so, deets, please. I wouldn't say I don't have like a boyfriend or anything, but I've got some people that I like to hang out with and just having fun. I'm trying to take things slow. I still have a lot to heal for myself. And obviously, I don't want anybody around my son unless it was something that was serious. So, I'm just trying to take things slow and see how things go. But I think having fun is very important. It's crazy to be single after 10 years with somebody. Hard to trust a lot of people. I never know what somebody's intentions are or, where this is going to go and different things like that. So I try to take it slow. But yeah, I'm having some fun. This is from Kaylee T. Crabtree. Have you and Katie reconnected at all since you filed? By the way, love you. Not really. I want nothing but the best for Katie. I still have so much love for her. We were so close. I mean, she was the matron of honor in my wedding. So I want nothing but the best for her. She did reach out in the beginning whenever I went through my separation. So I thought that was so nice. I have reached out to her, like, her father passed away, which is horrible. And, it was her birthday. So I reached out for her for both of those times. And I didn't hear back, but I know she's also busy. I'm busy. But she has reached out to me a couple times, and I have nothing but love for her. If I saw her out, I would give her a big hug and everything like that. But no, we haven't like really reconnected in that way. But I'm happy for her. She's in a new relationship and she seems so happy. She looks beautiful. So, definitely very happy for her. Maybe one day we will. This is from Brooke Donahue. Who is someone on social media that you feel like if you met, you would become BFFs? Okay, I love this question. I think that if I met Chrissy Teigen, and well, I have met Chrissy Teigen like once or twice, but it's just been like quick, like, hello, and, conversations for just a minute. But I think that me and her would get along. Like if we actually went out for drinks or for dinner or something like that, I think that we would get along so well. She just cracks me up, and I love her like down to earth personality. And she's like all into like Bravo and stuff. So it cracks me up. I think that we would have a lot to talk about. I've also met John Legend, her husband, a couple times, and he is so nice. They have a beautiful family. I just think that she would be so much fun. This is from Mel's Priven Stuff. Do you ever watch back your episodes on VPR and wish you handled things differently? Of course. Of course. Who would not watch themselves back on TV and be like, wow, I wish I didn't say that, or I wish I didn't do that, or I wish I didn't party that much that night, or I wish I handled the breakup differently, or I wish I didn't yell at this person. I mean, there's so many different things, but we were just so like living our lives, and we had the time of our lives. And I just think like, yeah, of course I would change things, but still I wouldn't change a thing because it got me to where I am now. And I've learned so much from all those life lessons. And, you know, you just have to look back and laugh now. Like I crack up every time somebody says rotten hell to me, or every time somebody says, what did I say to James? Something like, I am a sweetheart, you dumbass motherfucker. I cannot believe I said that because I'm not even really a cusser. So that must tell you I was in a raw mood that night, which we all know why. But yeah, that was crazy. Of course, there's things I wish I didn't say, but I felt like I was always myself. Sorry, I've got 2 dogs, a cat, all running around in here. But I just feel like I was always myself, and you know, I could be happy about that at the end of the day. I also feel like I was always super nice to everybody, so I don't feel too bad. But of course, there's some things that I would change. I know y'all are as busy as I am, and that means we don't have a lot of time to spend grocery shopping and meal planning. Well, I think I found the perfect solution for us, Hungry Root. It's the easiest way to eat healthy. Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped into one. They suggest meals tailored to your taste and health goals. You just tell Hungry Root about your goals and the stuff you like to eat, and they will fill your cart with personalized recommendations that get smarter as Hungry Root learns more about what you like and don't. And all of Hungry Root recipes can be made in just about 15 minutes or less. And with over 15,000 recipes shipped each week, there's something for everyone, including all those picky eaters we moms tend to have. Hungry Root also has smoothies, kid snacks, ready-to-eat meals, salad kits, and supplements. Hungry Root recipes are so easy to make from home. I love everything that I have tried. They are delicious. Cruz is a picky eater, and he loves everything too. I just made Cruzy bite-sized pancakes and turkey bacon, and he loves the chicken nuggets and super veggie fries. They look like French fries. Cruz just eats them up. I know you're going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/realityhits and use code realityhits. That's hungryroot.com/realityhits, code realityhits to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/realityhits, code realityhits. When Reality Hits is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians, these are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations. This is from Jules34 Sands. I'm doing a girls trip to Vegas in a week. What would be something fun to do there? Oh my gosh, I love Vegas. I go up there as much as I can to see my best friend Kara. She still lives in Vegas. And, gosh, there's so much fun things to do. The restaurants are amazing. Of course, you can gamble a little bit if you want to. I'm not much of a gambler. I like the Wheel of Fortune slots. I'll put $20 in there and I'll lose. And I'm like, okay, let's move on. Let's go to the bar. Let's do this. Let's do that. I love seeing shows there. All the Cirque du Soleil stuff is amazing. I saw Miranda Lambert there. Gosh, I've seen Shania Twain there. I'm sure there's like many, many others. I saw like the Michael Jackson 1 show. I saw different things. So shows are always fun. Also, if it's a girls trip, I love doing like Thunder from Down Under or any of those like shows with the hot guys on stage. I've been brought up on stage so many times and it is just hilarious, but it's so fun to laugh with your friends and do that. Like, I love that. There's just so much stuff you can do in Vegas. I mean, even just walking around and shopping, there's so much to look at, so many different things to see, and just like different fun things all around. Shopping there is amazing. Love shopping. There's like Gucci, Louis, Dior. There's everything that you can imagine. So the shopping there is definitely one. I also love, I think it's called, is it called Five Below? I might be saying the name wrong, but me and all my friends went, and it's like where you get all dressed up in these furry jackets and stuff that they provide for you, gloves, furry jackets, all that. And you walk back into a room and everything is made of ice, and you get like drink tickets with it and stuff, and you get to hang out for however long that you pay for in there. And it is just so cool. It's like a different experience. That's something you should definitely try. I think it's called Five Below. But yeah, there's just been so much fun stuff that I've done there. I love it. I always go to Hooters too, of course. All right. Stuart Gray 95. What has been the hardest thing of the divorce on you personally? I just think, gosh, there's been a lot of stuff that's been hard, but I think that just like realizing it was actually over after 10 years was really hard for me. I knew I needed to get out like many times, but you know, you still have so much love for somebody, and it's like, where does that go? You know, it doesn't just disappear. So you have to really like work on it and work on yourself and really heal from everything that you've been through. And I think that part's just been really hard for me, like feeling lonely, because you're used to having, like, he was my best friend for a long time. So you're used to having your best friend with you every single day, day in, day out, talk all day long, you know, and it's just strange when you're just by yourself. You know, I have my beautiful son, of course, and that's amazing. But, you know, you just feel a little lonely. And I think that has been hard for me. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. There's been lots more that I have gained and feel lucky about throughout it as well. This is from Christine Kella. How do you balance being a mom, work, self-care, and home life? I find it so hard to balance. I think every single mom finds it hard to balance. Mom guilt is so crazy. Like, I feel like every parent has mom guilt or dad guilt, whoever it is, because, you know, you want to go out with your friends here and there, and I think that is so important, but then you start feeling guilty, especially when Cruz was younger. Like, it was hard for me to ever leave him. It's still hard for me to leave him, but you still have to work. You still have to, you know, self-love and get yourself dressed up and go out and go to the spa sometimes, and, you know, have your times when you get to work out, have your times when you get to get glammed up, and different things that make you feel good. Because at the end of the day, being a happy mom is going to make your son or your child a happy child. And I think that's something that you have to focus on. And balancing is, some days I feel like I'm not whatsoever. Some days I feel like, yeah, I got this. But I think that's normal. And I love every second of it. Like, being a parent, being a mother is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And, you know, I just try my best. But at self-care, the most time I do self-care, other than like in the gym or something, is like after Cruz goes to bed. That's whenever I hop in the bathtub, got my bath salts, got my bath bombs, do all the things, take a nice warm shower after, do all that stuff. And then I've got like my face masks and just all the oils and just all the stuff that you like to do. Like that, whenever he goes to sleep, that's whenever I really get into that. Because Cruz hates whenever I have a face mask on my face. He absolutely hates it. So anytime I have a face mask on and he's still awake, he will instantly come up to me and like rip it right off my face. He cannot stand it. He thinks it's like a scary mask and he hates it. So I definitely focus on that stuff after he goes to bed. But skincare is very important as well. So, and self-love, like, oh, my bath time is just amazing. I just love it. I'll sit there and watch something on my iPad for like 45 minutes and just chill and watch a movie or watch my favorite TV show or something. We deserve to have times to ourselves as well, because that will make us do better at everything else in life. I'm definitely a homebody. I've said that a bunch, but I think I definitely need my alone time as well. Some people don't, but that's how I am. This is from Malakolu, I think is how you say it. Do you think you'll ever leave LA and make a home back in Kentucky? Listen, I love Kentucky. I love going to visit. Maybe one day I'll get a house there. I'm not sure if I would live there again anytime soon, but I love my family and my friends back home so much, and I miss them so much. So going to visit there frequently is very important for me, and having them come visit me is very important to me. Right now, everything I do is here in LA. You know, the Valley is going, and you know, obviously I got to be in the Valley for that, but I've got my beautiful home that I'm so grateful for. My son is in school and all of his therapies and everything that are here, and that is going so well. And just like my new friends that are my family here as well are here. So it's just like within the next like 5 or 10 years, I don't really see myself moving, but who knows after that? You know, I never know where my life is going to lead, because I didn't think I would be where I am today doing what I'm doing today. So you never know. You know, I'm always just optimistic and hopeful for my future, and, you know, we'll see what happens. But either way, I'm going to go and visit Kentucky all the time. Go Kentucky, Big Blue Nation. I hope we win today. We have a game today, so let's hope we win. Go Cats. This is from Patricia Marie 1. How is Crazy handling the co-parenting, mainly living with you situation? Probably how Crazy is handling co-parenting. Okay. Yeah, co-parenting can be difficult, especially if you're dealing with a difficult person. But I absolutely love that Cruz is with me majority of the time. I mean, he is my little bestie, and he makes me so happy. You know, trying to do the best that I can. It's difficult. It's a difficult topic right now, because there's a lot of things even going on still to this day that makes co-parenting very difficult. But I think it is important for Cruz to have his dad in his life. You know, I know his dad loves him. But, you know, I just have to get some trust. Trusting somebody you don't really get along with is very hard. And we've lost all of that. So, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's hard to like pass your baby away or do things, you know, whenever you're not really getting along. But I just want to do, no matter what, always what's best for Cruz. And I think Cruz having both of his parents in his life is very important. My parents divorced whenever I was little. I think I was like 3 or 4 when they divorced. I'm not really sure. So I don't really remember them being together. But my dad was always in my life. I have an amazing stepmother who I love so much. You know, so I just like think to the future, and I'm like, okay, it could be like this one day. We will see. We will see. But yeah, it's a struggle sometimes, but just trying to put Cruz first no matter what. Mary Wynn Wisser. Would you ever consider decreasing your breast size? No shade, honestly. I get this question all the time. And I'm not saying that you are giving me shade. If you're listening to this. But I get comments and stuff about my breasts all the time, and it's so annoying, because I had my boobs done, gosh, it's probably about 10 years ago. Crazy. So it'll be time to get them redone again soon anyway. But after I had my son, and as I said earlier, my weight like fluctuates so bad. So my boobs get really big, or they, you know, they'll shrink. They're one of the first places that I gain weight in. And a lot of people will accuse me of having my breasts done again. And I'm like, no. This is still the same one. They just got a lot bigger after I had my son. And I don't love them all the time. It's hard to get dressed. It's hard to find clothes that work for me and everything. But I also always thought I was going to have more kids. So I didn't really want to get another surgery done until I knew that I wasn't having more kids, because then you're just going to have to do it all over again. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something I'm looking into for the future. I definitely would go smaller. I just still don't know what my future holds at this moment. So I don't think I want to do any like more surgeries or anything like that until I know for sure, like, if I'm going to have more kids. I think I'm going to give myself until like for a couple more years at least, but we'll see. The more I work out, I'll feel more confident about it, and it'll be better for me anyway. A bunch of push-ups and all that stuff, and I'll be good. But yes, I know they're big. I know that. It's funny that I always have to talk about that, but it's also my body. It gave me my beautiful son. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Sometimes I love them. So, back and forth. This is from Kim Vicari. How is your relationship with Jax's mom and sister? We still haven't heard anything from Jax's mom. She hasn't really been around. She's never met Cruz. I'm only talking about this because we've talked about this publicly. But I love Jax's sister, Jenny. She is a saint. She is an amazing person. She will always be so close to me. She will always be a sister to me. She's a great aunt. She loves her Cruzy. I'm always sending her photos and stuff. She's always checking in on me. I'm checking in on her. But I absolutely adore her. I miss her because I haven't seen her in a while. So it would be great to see her in person. I feel like me and her would do a lot of crying and hugging, talking about everything. But she's been a great support system, and she only wants what's best for Jax and for me. So I really value her opinion on everything, and I just think that she's wonderful. This is from Martha Dunphy. When will the divorce be finalized, and will you have a party? We still don't know when it's going to be finalized. A couple things still working on here and there. Hopefully it won't be much longer, but hell yes, I will have a party. You better believe it. I'm the queen of themes. And if y'all think I'm not going to have a divorce party, that is crazy, because of course I am. Of course I am. Gosh, I'm already going to have to start Pinteresting what to do for my divorce party. Because I deserve it, man. I deserve it. I've been through some shit. So I will be celebrating that day. I'll be sad that day as well, a little bit. But I'm definitely going to have a party. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. This is from Shanbo MKER. Do you live in your and Jax's old house? I couldn't tell the last episode. I think you're amazing. Well, thank you. You're amazing too. Yes, I live in the house. It's mine now, fully, 100%. Me and Cruz live here and loving it. A lot of space for just him and I, but I love this house so much. It was my dream home. It still is. And very, very, very thankful that I can take care of everything by myself. That's a huge empowering moment for me, and I love that. But yeah, I'm back here. I was living in rental houses, Airbnbs for 7 months before I finally got my house back. But yeah, I love it. I have definitely done a lot of, my friends have come over and done like I can't think of what it's called, where the smoke goes in the air. Brain fart. You know what I'm talking about. We've done a lot of cleaning here, definitely got some new things, made it my own, redid some landscaping. I mean, I did a lot of different things to the house, and I just feel like it looks amazing, better than it ever has. It just feels like peaceful, and it really feels like my home. So even though there was some great memories here, some bad memories here, now we're just making new memories, and I'm loving every second of it. Burn some sage. It just came to my, God, don't you hate whenever you get a brain fart? Yes. Okay. Well, Kristen, Michelle, everybody's came over here and burned some sage and got rid of all the stuff and blah, blah, blah that they do. I'm not really one that knows all that stuff, but my friends do. So I'm like, do it. Come over, clean the space. But it feels great here and I love it. When Reality Hits is sponsored by Nutrafol. This year, there's nothing holding you back from loving your hair again. Hair is so much more than what you see on the surface. It's a reflection of what's happening inside. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Everyone's root causes of hair thinning are different, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different stages, such as postpartum and menopause, as well as for different lifestyles, such as plant-based diets. If you've been listening to me for a while, you know I've been taking Nutrafol for a long time. After having Cruz, I started seeing that my hair was thinning around my face after postpartum. Nutrafol really came through for me and has made sure that my hair has stayed thick and strong ever since. I love it. I will not stop taking it. It is absolutely amazing, and it works so good for me, and so many people that I know love it as well. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code REALITYHITS. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code REALITYHITS. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code REALITYHITS. Try it out. You will love your results.
All right, I may not be as funny as Nikki Glazer.
I want to pitch a series of calendars where men are just crying in a therapist's office or punching a pillow and working out their anger towards their dad.
But I do have my moments. I actually have full conversations.
With the moon.
Yes. I try to keep it pretty balanced on this podcast. A little fun dance between comedy, therapy, self-medicating. Oh, and sorry, if you haven't guessed, hi, I'm Caitlin Bristow, host of Off the Vine podcast, where we like to just keep things loose and keep them raw and keep them real, like when we have listeners call in and give confessions.
And then that glass of wine progressed into me becoming a unicorn for them.
But we do, and I promise you this, try to keep it honest and vulnerable. So jump on the wagon, not off, grab your favorite bottle of wine, preferably Spade and Sparrows, and join the Vinos. Have yourself a time. The Off the Vine podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, Michaela_Stewart. How will you go into future relationships now after you have been burnt so badly? Love you. Love you too. I think it's definitely different to try to go into a new relationship because I have been through a lot, but that's why I'm also really working on myself and really trying to heal. And it's been over a year now, so I think that I am more ready now. But it is kind of hard to trust people in the beginning, but I'm going to be looking for all those red flags, honey, all those red flags. And I have met some amazing people, honestly. Just don't know where any of that's going, but it's just you got to protect your family and protect what you have. You got to make sure that everybody has good intentions. And like I said, paying attention to all the red flags, all the white flags, green flags, beige flags, blue flag, whatever kind of flag there is, I'm going to pay attention to all of them. But I think it'll also make me end up with someone who really makes me happy and really appreciates me and really loves me. And I'm excited for that. I think that will be absolutely amazing. And I think I deserve that. So, where you at? I'm ready. This is from Muma N. What is the biggest thing you have learned about yourself since being on your own? Let's see. Gosh, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself. But honestly, I feel like I've definitely realized that I'm a lot stronger than I ever thought that I could be. Being able to take care of everything by myself without any help, financially and, or support from your ex. I just feel like it's been great that I can handle all of that. And it makes me feel very empowered, but also just feeling a lot stronger, sticking to my guns, not letting anybody disrespect me anymore. And just being strong for my son and doing everything together with him. I just feel like I've learned a lot about myself in many different ways. And, realizing I can do this by myself and it's okay to be alone for a little bit. I've always been a relationship type girl and it's been over a year. So I feel like it's good to learn about yourself and really take everything in and try to heal. But I do feel like I'm a lot stronger than I ever thought that I could be. And I'm proud of myself for that. I really am. This is from Katie D'Agostino. Is Cruz still doing speech and occupational therapy? How is he doing? Yes, he is doing absolutely amazing. He is still in speech. He is still in occupational therapy. He goes to preschool and, he is just doing amazing. He is thriving. He is so happy. He is so loving. I can really tell. I switched his OT recently, and I could really tell that is like helping so much. He's just an incredible, wonderful little boy. And I'm so lucky to be his mom. But yeah, his speech therapy, his occupational therapy, everything is going great, going amazing. I'll give more details about that soon, but I just think it's been amazing to open up about the fact that he is in those things, because a lot of parents have come to me and said, you know, that their kids are in OT or their kids are in speech and this and that. And, you know, I just think it's great. You know, there's a community of moms out there that we could really like help each other and learn from what we go through. And I will definitely be sharing more soon. This is from the Real Crazy Mimi. Do you feel a weight lifted with your divorce after a divorce at all, after all the pain and hurt? I mean, I definitely feel a weight has lifted off my shoulders, for sure. I'm getting my sparkle back. Mama's getting her groove back. I definitely feel a lot better. Not like there's not hard times. Of course there is. But yes, I feel like a weight has been lifted. The veil has been lifted. I see things for what they were now that I didn't see before. And I think that's very important for my healing and for my growth. Okay. Oh, half oh nana. Oh, half oh nah. What's your favorite thing about being a mom? Everything. I love being a mom. It's what I've always wanted to do. I've always loved kids. They make me so happy. Like, I just think that kids are wonderful. Cruz is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. I cannot express that enough. I mean, there's nothing that about being a parent that I, you know, would say I didn't love. But, you know, just having somebody that like needs me and somebody that loves me so much and that I love so much and that I can take care of. And, you know, I know he's safe and just has that like strong connection and bond. And it's just like my favorite thing in the world, being a mom. It's the thing I'm most proud of from here on out. I've always wanted more kids. I've always been open about that. A lot of people are like, why did you want more kids with Jax? I'm like, guys, remember, that was Jax and I's plan. We both had said that we were going to have more kids. And then he blindsided me on season 1 of The Valley after we had both said we were going to start that summer to try to start having another baby. That was our plan. Not just mine, ours. And then he put the bar over our family. That's exactly what happened. And then try to make it look like that I wanted to have kids and he didn't. That was not the truth. He chose the bar and everything else over our family. And we didn't work out, obviously. But I always would choose family, and I would always choose to grow my family. I think Cruz would be a wonderful big brother. I just love kids, and I've always wanted to be a mom. I always thought I would have 3 kids. I don't know what my future is going to hold now, but I wouldn't be against it if I found the right person and fell in love again. But, you know, Cruz is wonderful, and he is all that I need. This is from Tori Scory. How is your mama? When does she come back on the podcast? My mom is doing amazing. I miss her so much. Her birthday is coming up March 28th. So make sure you all wish her a happy birthday on March 28th. She's doing wonderful. She normally gets to come up for a whole month in September or August. So I can't wait for that. I'll go visit them soon in Kentucky. But yeah, I'm excited. My brother, Wesley, my sister-in-law, Melissa, and my niece, Presley, are coming here this month for Presley's spring break, and we're going to Disney, and this will be their first time staying at my house. They visited before back whenever I used to live in the apartment, but now this will be their first time coming to the house and staying here, and I cannot wait to see them, go to Disney, and do all the fun stuff. And then my dad and my stepmom, Linda, are coming to visit me for Cruz's birthday. His birthday's coming up. He'll be 4 April 12th. I can't believe it. And this will be the first birthday party that my dad and Linda have been able to make. So I'm so excited. I got so much family coming in town, and I am so blessed, and I cannot wait to see them. Love them all. Let's see. Mama Hall 55. Favorite current series on TV show or theater movies? Oh, gosh, I've been watching so much recently. I just rewatched, actually, I hadn't watched it before, but I started The Resident on Netflix, and I loved it. It only had 6 seasons, it's already done or whatever, but that show was so good. I've also been watching Yellow Jackets and, of course, White Lotus. Amazing. Love it all. Gosh, there's been so many different things that I've been watching. But yeah, I love all those shows. And I cannot wait to go see Snow White and Lilo and Stitch. Like, I'm such a Disney freak, and I'm so excited to go see those two movies. So I think I'll be taking Cruise soon to go see those, and I cannot wait. All right, guys, I think that is going to be all the questions that I do for today, because we're going to have many, many more weeks to come, and I'm going to have so many amazing guests coming up. I just didn't want to get anybody sick today, so I just decided to do a little solo and let you guys get to know me a little bit better. I am going to Miami on Monday. I cannot wait. Taking a girls' trip. Much, much, much needed. You guys have no idea. I'm going with Janet, my girl Janet, and two of her friends from back home, Allison and Nicole. I've met them many, many times. They are amazing. They're my friends as well now, too, and we are just going to have a blast. I have not been to Miami in a while, and this mama needs this girls' trip so bad. So I can't wait to tell you guys about it whenever I get back. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. We'll see you next time on When Reality Hits. Love y'all.
Are you looking for your next case? Pluto TV has all your favorite crime dramas streaming for free.
You're gonna need some backup.
Which means suspense is free.
Very cool.
Watch CSI New York, Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods, Tracker, FBI, and SWAT all for free.
You can't outrun this.
Someone is gonna pay for all this crime. But it's not gonna be you.
Take care of business, fellas.
Watch all the cases, all for free, from all your favorite devices.
We got you.
Feel the free. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.